We've got another 30 Gamercam clips this week. We hope your snacks are ready because we're about to have some fun. Ewan was driving his 2022 Dodge Ram TRX when a driver merged from the left lane into his lane and brake checked him. This pushed the car, causing it to spin out and crash into the guardrail. Matt Plays was driving his sport hatchback. The road was snowy and slippery, but he still felt pretty confident. He did anyway, until he spotted a curve behind a tunnel, lost control, and destroyed his vehicle. Bart was driving on the German Autobahn when, all of a sudden, he was rear-ended by a reckless driver. The crazy driver lost control after rear-ending the car behind Bart, then flew into Bart's car. His repair bill was $10,000 for a new trunk lid, rear bumper cover, front bumper cover, taillights, and lots of other parts. Bart was driving his Tesla Model 3, enjoying a highway drive. He checked his right mirror to merge into the right lane. Unfortunately, another driver decided to do the same thing at the same time. All of a sudden, that driver rear-ended another Tesla, giving Bart no chance to avoid a collision. All the cars were totaled, but thankfully, all the drivers were okay. Chase was driving his BMW X5 when a speeding Tesla flew past him and rear-ended a car ahead. The driver of the Tesla was either inexperienced or wasn't paying any attention. SMH had left his car parked on the street when it recorded a strange event. It sure looks like that car is levitating off the ground. Actually, it was just a forklift trying to load the BMW onto a tow truck. Unfortunately, the car being moved fell off the forks and landed on its side. The same submitter was driving in foggy weather down an Italian highway when he encountered stopped traffic. He quickly slowed down and moved to the side of the road when he saw a truck approaching. The semi-truck rear-ended several vehicles that were stopped in the right lane. Nat was driving on brand new tires. Suddenly, he saw 4 cars blocking the road. He slammed on the brakes and waited for the inevitable impact. Nat was taken to the hospital with a broken arm and a broken leg. The drifting dirt biker decided to drift his pickup truck. The road was snowy and icy, causing him to lose control and hit a fire hydrant. That didn't stop him from continuing his drifting attempts. He was drifting side to side down a highway when he suddenly lost control and flew off the road. Luckily, he didn't hit anyone else. This submitter was driving downtown on the West Coast. When he encountered an intersection, he ran a red light and crashed into an oncoming vehicle. His repair bill was $10,000. Roger was driving his supercar on a Utah highway when he failed to notice a bumper cover on the road. He ran over it at full speed, causing him to lose control and damaging his wheels and suspension. He crashed into the rocks and totaled his vehicle. F in the chat for Roger's car. Roger was leaving a rest stop when he ran a stop sign and got hit by a Toyota Prius. Interestingly, the driver was sleeping when this happened. I guess we had 2 drivers not paying attention. David 7X was driving his semi-truck when another semi in the left lane cut him off on a curve. That caused David to experience a server bug before spinning out. The other driver just took off. John was looking for something in his car and took his eyes off the road. When he looked back, there was a stopped vehicle ahead and he rear-ended it at full speed. Ari Sorrentino was driving to a party when a forklift didn't yield to an approaching supercar. Unsurprisingly, the supercar hit the forklift before also hitting our submitter. Chris was driving home in his SUV when he lost control on an icy curve and spun out. That led to a head-on collision with an oncoming vehicle. Thankfully, everyone was able to walk away from the accident. Mark was driving at high speed when he witnessed total mayhem unfold in front of him. He managed to avoid most of the cars, but then he crashed head-on into one that was hidden in the darkness. The collision wrecked his car and ended his journey. Extra 90 was driving in the city when he approached an intersection. Suddenly, another car approached from a side road. The other driver failed to yield, and the two cars ended up colliding. Cat the Boy sent us this footage of a pickup truck crash test. Man, I wouldn't want to be the crash test dummy for this one. Tom was driving in his Legrand when he T-boned another driver who ran a stop sign. Luckily, the other driver's insurance provider paid for Tom's repairs. Almas was driving his semi-truck when an oncoming truck went too fast into a curve and flew into his lane, causing a head-on collision. Name Your Shake was driving his semi-truck when, all of a sudden, he saw 3 trucks all over the road driving toward him. The road was covered in ice, and he ended up hitting 2 of the trucks. Levente was driving his ETK-I when he decided to floor the juice pedal. That was a bad decision. A sharp curve appeared not long after. He flew out of the intersection and hit a small jump, destroying his car. Jackson was enjoying a ride in his Porsche 911. After turning off traction control, he floored the gas pedal, lost control, and hit the median. His car sustained severe damage and was totaled. Emil was rushing to a business meeting in his Vivace when he ran a stop sign and caused a wreck. The drivers exchanged insurance information and Emil had to pay for the repairs. Void was racing in his ETK with a friend when he lost control and flew off the road. He ended up under a bridge, slamming into a construction site. Cat was driving his semi-truck when a car flew out of a side road, failing to yield. Cat swerved to the right, lost control of his truck, and flew into the trees. This clip is a great example of why you shouldn't turn right from the left lane. Connor was driving his supercar when he lost control, hit the median, and rolled multiple times. I lost count of how many rolls that was. Post the total number of rolls in the comments below.